And we must succeed. Let's make sure history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. There's nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am on a battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Oh, hundreds and hundreds, but don't worry. I started a very long time ago.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck.
Stand by.
Ready. Commencing calculations. Turn me there.
Across the boundaries that divide one universe from another.
Got a lock onto his coordinates.
And for my next trick, I didn't know when I was well off. All 12 of them.
No, sir.
Ah! All 13!
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Wait, what? Well, that's a weird way to spend a Saturday night. Ladies and gentlemen! How did anybody think this was a good idea? I mean, like, fuck me! Moreover, how did everybody making this shit think it was... How did they think it was going to go over? From my, COD research, it seems to be the reasons this shooter's incarnation essentially died at birth, right, in terms of ratings, which it totally did, right, is because of the gay dance scene in Church on Ruby Road. And I wasn't really calling it a gay dance, but yeah, it clearly is, right? That turned normies off, essentially. But I was like, fuck, I don't know. And my contention is, and I may be wrong, but we'll find out tomorrow. Actually, we'll find out this time next week. I lie. All right. The more overtly queer you make it, the less popular it's going to be. Right? I don't understand how anyone is possibly railing against that reality. Okay, look. Straight people, generally speaking, we're fine, sort of, with people being gay, right? We cringe a bit at public displays of affection, like kissing, right? Most straight people, like, oh, motherfucker, right? Like, and then we go, oh, I need to shut the fuck up, right? But that's what goes through most people's heads, right? Like, okay, fine, whatever. Unless it's two women and they're hot, then it's fine, right? Right? That's just, look, I don't make the rules, baby. I just live them. Right? So, my brain's trying to process what I literally just finished watching it. Right? My brain's trying to process what I just saw. That's what this is. This is like when I say it's an instant reaction. This is really an instant reaction. So, where was I at? Yeah, look, most people find gay public displays of affection somewhat off-putting, right? In some way or another. This is beyond any moral accusations against anyone, right? This is just a reality. And I think by rubbing in people's faces, by weirdly contorting the character of Doctor Who to be a queer icon, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can have any Doctor be a queer icon. You can write your fanfic as much as you like. It's fine. But like, for fuck's sake. Surely somebody in the production, and I am volunteering at a low price, I will do this, should be there to go, Russell, this is your gay fanfic, isn't it? All right, which this entire era is. And I think he's blown up his era with this episode. I really do. We'll find out. I have no idea. I have no. I mean, I have my suspicions. I have my prejudices. Right. I suspect this is going to go down badly. I mean, it's like it was more overtly sexually gay than Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom was overtly sexually heterosexual. Right? So that it's a weird meter, but it describes it really well, right? It is a weird, like, okay, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, relatively, overtly heterosexual, right? Willie was hot and she kept throwing herself at Indy, and he was like rough as a more man. She was basically around because little boys understood that they it was a good thing when girls wanted to kiss you, right? And that's what he was there for, right? That was essentially, it was a very a schoolboy two-dimensional form of heterosexual, but the heterosexual nonetheless. This was way gayer than that. This was like, why so gay, dude? I wasn't telling you. That was very, very gay. Very, very. I mean, well, this just in. Apparently, Dan Dare is fingering the Mekon's arsehole. Okay, everything's normal, right? It's all normal. What the fuck? What the fuck? We'll get through a few in a minute. What the fuck? It's weird. Seeing it makes it really different. Well, a few weeks ago, they by the way, thank God, in terms of a record of when this is being recorded. All this is pales into deep insignificance with the gratitude to God that I have that that four hostages were safely rescued today. Right, so one of them being Noah. I can't remember what her last name was. She was she was a famous one, right? And so Baruch Hashem, that means praise God. Blessed is God. That means that's a Jewy word, right? That's fantastic, right? I mean, I've really made up. And then this is just a kick of the balls. This is, it's so gay. It's so unnecessarily gay. The non-gay bits are quite good. But no matter how gay it is, that's not its biggest problem. Amazingly, it's not, right? Its biggest problem, and the problem of this era, is it remains to be Ncuti Gatwa. Ncuti Gatwa is the biggest problem of this era. He is insufferable, right? He is playing it as himself. That's why he doesn't have a voice, right? He is just insufferable. Oh, God. Can't stand him. Right, really genuinely can't stand him, right? He's terrible, right? It's like the cat from Red Wolf has become Doctor Who. It really is. He's self-obsessed, he's vain, he's vapid, he's shallow, he's self-obsessed. Oh, God, he's disgusting. I would not want to be in the same room as this doctor. Like, Jodie, I thought, would kill me from being just too stupid. But this guy is like, what the fuck? This horny little faggot, essentially. How you think you're going to play him? You're going to have that Olympian detachment, that Tom Baker? No, I'm going to do a horny little faggot. Yeah, horny little gay fuck bunny. You sure, Ncuti? Oh, yeah. You don't want to go for the Olympian detachment? No. Fuck that. I'm not going for the Olympian fucking detachment. Really, you sure? You sure? Yeah, no. I'm going for the horny little fuck bunny. That's a doctor that hasn't been done before, right? I mean, this doctor, when he meets the Daleks, he'll threaten to anally fist them, right? He's out there, man. Okay. Like I don't know. Don't want to go for the cosmic hobo. No, I don't want to be the cosmic hobo. I want to be the horny little fuck bunny. Are you sure, Shooty? Is that really? Are you Russell? Are you 100% sure that's what you want to go for, right? You don't want to go for the crotchety old man. No, or the old man in a young man's body. No, because that really worked. Yeah. What about a Machiavellian, chess player on a 1,000 cosmic chess balls, something like that? No, you still want to go for the horny little fuck bunny. What about? How about this? Right? Suave, devil may care, but it's the 70s. So you wear a velvet jacket and a frilly shirt. Well, you get that big old bow tie on. You see, Pert to his doctor knows he's taking the piss. He's like, fuck me, I'm going to the 70s. Get me bow tie out. Right? I can imagine he must love being with all that low-tech shit. It's just him having a good time. Do you want to go for that? No. Horny little fuck bunny. Really? Yeah. Are you sure? Yes. I don't think it's going to work. It doesn't, okay? I'm sorry. I don't want to see Doctor Who tongue kiss on my fucking... Like, what the fuck? Oh! Okay. That discomfort that most straight people have at gay public displays of affection, and like no one's going, yay! I feel great about that. Like I'm telling you, 100%. This is how every fucking normal fucking person thinks. Oh, they're a bit off-put, right? They're a bit off-put when you see a couple of men snogging. Women, fine, as long as you're hot, right? Lipstick lesbians, we're all on board. Everybody else, no. Real life lesbians, no. Right there. We're not really on board. What can I tell you? Anyway, that mild discomfort that normal people feel is then magnified a fucking 1,000 times over when you say, hey, that's Doctor Who. What the fuck? But again, what remains... The biggest problem of tonight's episode is Shooty Gabba. We had 2 weeks off. Oh, it was better without him. Man, it was way better without him. He's insufferable. Fine. I guess, we will discuss tonight's episode. Oh, it's doing my head in. Fuck me. So they just a little aside. Everyone's pretty sure that I'm going to be living. This is my bomb shelter, bio, so we're cool. Everyone's pretty sure there's going to be another war starting this month. So with Lebanon, I think what's going down is that Hamas are crumbling. Their supply lines are decimated because we've taken out all the tunnels into Sinai. Or taking them out right now, right? So that's why, because we're not, okay, it's not Israel versus Hamas. You can understand. It's Israel versus Iran, right? Iran is using proxies. They use, and they have Hamas and they have Hezbollah, right? And the Houthis as well. Houthis, who gives a shit, right? You have those, these are all being used by Iran. So because looks like, and again, I would like to point out to everyone, every time they say, well, Israel won't be able to succeed in that. We fucking succeed in that. Every fucking night. Well, they will never be able to move out a million refugees. Move out later. Well, guess they were then, but we're not going to say we're wrong. You just said it will never. Fuck you. I mean, like, oh, man. Although I am convinced, right? I am convinced that, the campus protest that was driven essentially by the Communist Chinese Party via TikTok, right? I think that was battled in a fourth dimension, in a fifth generational warfare, which is like I believe like informational warfare. because I think they had social media and media turn off conversation about Israel at the same. Because then there was nothing when they weren't in the news, right? There's nothing to make go what, right? You know, there's just silence, right? There's really and I've seen there's been as much positive coverage as there's been negative coverage, right? And I think that is essentially, you know, the deep state CIA fighting the Communist Chinese Party. I really do. Fucked up world we live in. Fucked up world we live in is that's the fucking way you got to think. And Doctor Who's tongue kissing a bloke, right? Like, why? Why? Oh. And it wasn't like a side tongue kissing, right? It wasn't like, you know, Eighth Doctor kissing Grace. And oh boy, do they try desperately to tie this into Doctor Who. Like they keep saying, this is really Doctor Who. The more they scream it, the more it isn't. Look, I'm sorry. Clearly, everything from Jodie onwards is fanfic. Nothing made sense from that moment onwards. That's where continuity was completely broken, right? I like Mordred Undead was nothing compared to what happened after that, right? It was like, oh yeah, Mordred Undead, yeah, little tight, they work it out, no problem, whatever, right? You know, it's a good story. Doesn't really matter. It was supposed to be with Ian Chesterton. Then you wouldn't have the problem at all. It would have been fine. But who cares, right? Genuinely, who cares? But now it was like it's melted. They've melted canon. All right, and it's just like nothing's real now. Like whatever. Doctor Who's a space monkey. Oh look, he's fingering the Master's arsehole. Well, that's normal. Oh no, he's sticking his tongue in the Master's arsehole. Oh well, okay then. Okay, now the Doctor's dressed as Adric. What's he doing with the Master now? Wait, is he being tied to that? What was that bondage rack Adric was tied to at the beginning of Castrovalva? Oh, no, Master! Wasn't that enough for the gays? Really? You had Turlo in his shorts. You had Adric in a bondage fucking fantasy. What more do you fucking want? Oh! I mean, really? And nobody begrudged you, Adric in a bondage fantasy. Sad thing is, literally everybody listening knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like, Norma's like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah. Anyway, so I digress. Horses rescue, yay. Going to war in the North, bad. Like, my wife's supposed to be going on this business trip later this month, right? I'm like, that's not going to happen. There's not going to be planes flying backwards and forth then. Right. Now, added to that, we have scheduling changes. Tuesday night is a Jewish holiday of Shavuot. Shavuot or Shavuos. Or Shavuot. Now, that's the holiday commemorating when God appeared at Mount Sinai and gave bits of the Bible, right? Essentially, right? I am the Lord. Thou shalt not have any fun. Yeah, that sort of thing, right? I'm paraphrasing. You know, I'm being accurate because I'm a rabbi. Anyway, so commemorates that. So the Ashkenaz tradition is to have dairy. So it's a holiday of cheesecake, right? I'm very excited. My son's home from the army, right? And he's going back, I think, before the holiday. So he had an eye on my I bought a cheesecake home, right? They sell it everywhere. You go to the stores. There's like aisles of cheese and cheesecake stuff. It's a thing, right? It's a thing. So we'll get another one. No problem. And also, I've got my daughter-in-law working on cheesecake, right? She's French, so... Here's the great thing about my daughter-in-law. She's French, so she sounds like Madame Chalet, and she really does. Like, really, really does, because they're coming for this holiday. So I'm looking more. I like a bit of the French stuff. So let's see what she comes up with cheesecake. That'll be pretty good. We might buy another one from the store, but he's taking it with him off the army because they don't get cheesecake. Because the Sephardi tradition, which is the other side of the Jews, they just have meat. Zaka Baruch, meat. We'll eat more meat. And also, my daughter's coming, probably with her bow trotting behind it. I like many things about this guy. He's very sweet, but he just lives to make her happy. I'm like, okay, I'm sold. That's exactly what my daughter needs, right? And they say that's basically your job, right, as a spouse, right? So, but he doesn't like dairy at all. So what we normally do for lunch, because you do a festive meal in the evening, festive meal in the morning, and for lunch, what we're doing is a cheese fondue. So that's what we all look forward to, right? But but we were doing meat for the night, right, to try and bait people into it. Although again, my French daughter-in-law, she's like, no, I want to do what you Ashkenazi do. I'm like, she's just excited to be Ashkenazi, right? It's so much more cool being Sephardi, okay? The grass generally is greener on the other side because they're way better. Like, I had a really good time. And this is not exaggerating. This is not exaggerating. This is true. There's a Jewish tradition called a shiva, right? Where after somebody's died, you go and visit their relatives who sit. They don't go anywhere. They just sit there for a week. Right, so it was my daughter-in-law's grandmother passed away. So so we went to a Sephardi shiva. It's so much better. They had food. Oh man, it was good food as well. They kept offering me stuff. I'm like, no, fine, thank you. I was too embarrassed. I'm like, what colour's that? That's not colour that takes food at a shiva, mate. This is so much better than Doctor Who, this story. If you're wondering, why is he talking about this story? Because it's so much fucking better than Doctor Who, okay? Gotta laugh again. Sadly, I have to tell you, other than being bent as a dog's back leg, the script was pretty good. Jonathan Groff, excellent. I mean, other than I'm like being a fuck buddy Captain Jack 2. He's Captain Jack. I mean, it's just only a little bit suaver, right? A little bit sexier than Captain Jack. Clearly coming back. And again, this is the queer era. Can we all agree now? We've got the queer era, right? Weirdly, they keep on calling him the 15th Doctor. If he was really the Doctor, he would just be the Doctor, right? Not the 15th Doctor. He should just be the Doctor. And boy, again, do you get fan service? It's not fan service. It's like desperate claims at validity tonight. Oh, God, I hated it. Hated it. I think they showed all the past faces of the Doctor. I think they showed one I didn't recognize. Right. Let me see. I'll throw up that thumbnail. And there we go. See if I can find it. I got it right here. Wait there. No, before. Oh God, they nearly kissed over here. Oh God. Yeah. This sexual tension is real, right? This is they are flirting and they are about to kiss all the way through. Hang on. So yeah, you get first it has to be Jodie. Oh yeah, they have to put Jodie. No, Jodie's valid. The more you scream she's valid, the less she is, right? So Tennant, Jodie, Hartnell. Who's this? Who's that one? Is that Eccleston? Is that a missing Doctor? I think it might be Eccleston, but it looks very old.
Far more powerful. I'm a lord.
I don't recognize that. I don't know who that is. I do not know who that is.
Far more powerful. I'm a lord of time.
Again, they're desperately trying to validate themselves. Right? It's that you need to validate yourself so badly makes you not valid. I'm sorry. No, well, like just all the other doctors. I mean, Dr. Ruth, there you go. Who's that? Stop. They're doing exactly the same thing they did in Brain of Morbius. They're just throwing a bunch of people in there. Like, stop. Who's that? Pertwee afterwards? Yeah, Pertwee. God, I mean, like, yeah. Well, they're valid. Well, no, you're not. Okay, you're not. That you've got to keep screaming it really says that you're not valid. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. It's just like, what do you want me to tell you? No, we're so valid. No, you're not. Man, I think this is a show killer, right? I really do. I don't think because I think the thing that caused the exodus of the reason this never caught on this era, people checked out the gay dancing, right? And I'm sorry, that's just the case. That's when people checked out, and it's not fair. I'm just telling you that's what happened. Right, and I think you're going to get a major check out here. You're not going to see it so much in tonight's ratings, and maybe you will. I don't know. Depends what the weather's like, honestly. You're not going to see it so much in tonight's rating. You are going to see it in next week's ratings, I think. And I think you're going to get a season low at the finale, which is a not good news. Right? It's not good news, right? I think this is a show killer. I mean, as much as the Acolyte should be killed. I mean, like, that it should be killed doesn't mean that it's going to be, does it? Fine, we'll get to the chat. We will get to the chat. 1 second. By the way, I'm hearing that this Nigel Farage apparently is like, and this is really unexpected when I did this thumbnail. I was like, he has little hope of displacing the Tories, right? I hope he does, but he has little hope, right? So by the way, I love the Tweedledum. And that was like a few days ago. And now he's, after one colossal Tory fuck up, where, what's his name, Rushi Sindic rushed back from D-Day Memorial to get a vapid, self-obsessed interview with ITV. I saw a great meme of him with somebody from D-Day, like an old guy, a veteran, that's the word. And he's like, "Can you give me a ride to ITV?" So everybody's like, this man has no clue what being a prime minister is. He's got, and they were like 2 points behind him. Apparently, like, I think it was like they were at 15 points. Tories are at 17, and Labour at 40. Right, so you get an idea, right, of how impossible it is for them right now. But I think they've overtaken the Tories now. From what I've been watching shit gay Doctor Who, so I haven't had time. But man, so if that's the case, and I don't know if it is, but if that's the case, he is one Labour colossal fuck up away from being prime minister or being whatever in power. Right, one colossal Labour fuck up, he will be in power. That's all that's got to happen. Right, I mean, you just saw what happened. And here's the thing, also. Now, if he has overtaken the Tories, he's become a viable candidate. And boy, I think that's going to light a fire. I see a path that they could win, crazily, right? But I do see a path they could win. So that's crazy, isn't it? Battle of the woke shit. It's a good question, isn't it? What was worse? Oh, wait, one second, I'm on the wrong bit. I don't know. They're both pretty darn awful. All right. Can't we just wrestle naked? And boy, was I prophetic when I made tonight's thumbnail. All right. Why is everybody saying this episode is super gay? I don't know. It's weird. You fancy a blowjob? Actually, I don't mind if I do. Oh, it's too gay. Fine, let's get to the chat with that gayness. Paul 2018, that abomination is going to get the lowest ratings ever, and it's. I think the weeks to come are going to get lower. I think this is a killer, right? I don't think they're coming back from this. I mean, they made season 2. It's going to be on. What do you want me to say? That's Paul 2018. Rob said this was not the Rusty Days masturbated fanfic. That's exactly what it is. Shooters Mokta probably regenerates when the character contracts AIDS. Oh god, I really should have screened that. You already ready? Yeah, of course you could get AIDS from heterosexual love. Why do you have to be so fucking sexual? Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's like, who thought that was a good idea? Dan M is here. How you doing, Dan M? Thank you for joining us. Paul Dozen is fucking awful. Paul Dozen isn't indeed correct. That's true. Matthew Burrows here. Thank God I didn't watch Rogue. Thank God. It's worse than you could imagine. Unbelievably, it actually is, right? And I want to hear what Dan has to say about this one, because Dan's been really pulling for this season, right? He's been, and God bless him for it, right? I mean, like, God bless him. I like anyone who sees the good, God bless him for it. But he's been really pulling for this season, and woo! It's like, I don't know. I mean, I think this might be a dam breaker, right? Yeah, the dam busters. Will this be the one? I hope not. Right? I don't know. I hope he sees it good. I was like that with Keith, right? Keith was like always, open-minded and optimistic about Star Trek, right? Although I asked him if he's watching Discovery, he's like, no. And quite wisely. If you like Doctor Who, if you care about don't watch this. This is not for you. Right? Thank God it's only on for another 2 weeks. Oh, 2 more episodes of shit. Oh, thank God. It's not good, babe. Rhino is here. How are you doing, Rhino? Thank you for joining us. And so I've got an itch. Matthew Pounder, absolute torture is there. 45 minutes of pure agony. Yeah, no, it was, again, you can't oversell how awful the experience was watching this, right? I mean, you really can't oversell it, right? Everyone says you watched Beastmaster. Now, there's a thing on Netflix which looks really schlocky and really fun. I don't know. I nearly watched it on Friday. So what was that name? It's like, hang on. Let me look it up. What month is it? It's June, isn't it? Netflix, June. Original movies. Let's have a quick look. Where's this? Perfect Match, Hitman, 90th Show. I'm still doing that. How? I'll try it again. Netflix. I could just go to Netflix. Yeah, one second. I'll look at my phone. That's what I'll do. I'll just look at my phone. There you go. Well, okay. Again, this is more important than talking about Doctor Who. But I nearly watched this. I want to know if anybody's seen it, if it's any good. It's opening up, getting a whistle wheel. Doink. Press my little smiley face. There you go. Sign for a good suggestion, but no. Deep Space Nine. No, I wouldn't watch it on Netflix. I got it on HD. It's way better on HD. It's called. Is it Atlas? Is it that one? It could be. Oh, yeah, on a mission to capture a rogue AI robot. Yeah, lands a brilliant analyst, Jennifer Lopez, on an alien planet inside a mech suit she deeply distrusts. No, I mean, like, okay, you know what this reminds me of? Oh, God, it was in the 90s, direct-to-video, like some battle suit movie, like some mech movie, like giant mech movie with real people. I remember there was a couple of super hot women in it. Oh no, they were hookers, right? These super hot hookers in it who were protesting robot hookers. They're putting them out of work. It looks like insane. So if anybody's seen that, please let me know. Fine, where are we up to? Matthew Burrows, hello to you. Catherine Fee is here. Doing Catherine Kensington is here. Look, adults can do what they want, but Doctor Who is supposed to be a kid show. I agree with you. They shouldn't be promoting alternative lifestyles and kid shows. Sorry, I agree with you. I'm sorry. Like, you're pushing to get homophobia. What you would define as homophobia, right? No, we're saying live in the closet, but also we're saying, don't make Doctor Who a butt bandit, right? I mean, we should be able to live in both those worlds. Shooty, do you want to play it as like an Edwardian time traveler, outside of, in space and time, like the time traveler? No, I want to play it like the gay fuck bunny. Okay. And there's a lot of like, what's the word? Groinal thrusts going on to it. I'm not joking. It's like, Jay Crow's, are you doing great? There you go. I didn't talk to yourself. Good for you. Fortunately, I listen. I am like your buffer zone. I watch it so you don't have to. And fuck me, it's not an easy job. Okay. Has Tuesday cried all his episodes? Probably. It's too annoying to like pay that much attention. Well, we will go through it. Okay. Has he cried? I think he cried in Church on Ruby Road. Yeah, I remember that. He cried in Space Babies. He cried in Devil's Cord. He cried in, what's the next one? Boom. Yeah. Kind of. Then he cried. Did he cry in 73 Yards? Yes. Then in Dot and Boom. Yes, he cried. Did I miss out any? Did anybody give a shit? And he cried this, yes. I don't know. Lots of crosses. How you doing? Lots of crosses. Paul Shoney's here. Didn't watch what happened to the Innocent Family show I love since 1972. It's unrecognizable. And thank God William Russell's dead, so he's not in the same world with it. It's fucking awful. I mean, again, it's like taking the dead corpse of a relative and then using it as a puppet to perform sexual acts with. Yes, it's disgusting. In the region, gays were arrested, sent to prison. Those in Ballroom wouldn't have accepted. It doesn't matter. Reality doesn't matter. And again, honestly, they could have done something. If they weren't obsessed with the sex, they could have actually done something a lot with this episode. Okay, here's how you make this episode work. Doctor and Ruby show up at a Regency party. She loves Bridgerton, right? Yeah. Have it that Ruby loves Bridgerton. Said, I want to go to Bridgerton, right? So they go to a Regency party, right? And you have eight aliens going on there, and the whole plot of them, the basic whole plot is they were into it was a riff on cosplay. So you have this whole Regency party going on, and you do the same thing, right? You have them doing cosplay. Well, how well was I going with it? But it turns out that it's you're right. But it turns out that it's in a they're actually cosplaying, and the whole universe is a bubble of Bridgerton. That would have made sense because they love Bridgerton too. So then, while being a bit of a silly episode, fine. You start the episode with Ruby saying, "I love Bridgerton. I want to go to Bridgerton." They go to a Bridgerton party, right? They have that adventure with the with basically as you saw it without the tongue kissing, right? They have an adventure, and it turns out that where they are isn't really the Regency. It's a Bridgerton bubble made by these beings in there who so they can cosplay, right? They're at a cosplay festival, and then whatever. And then you can have a twist at the end, whatever, right? But that's an episode that, while being silly, would work, right? For us, all gayness is most important things according to Archie. Yes, it is. Absolutely is. I never let young children watch it. Me either. There is no chance I would watch this with my kids. And I'm not the only one. You dumb fucks. There is no chance I would watch this with my kids. Like, again, you don't understand. When we're watching EastEnders and Barry and Colin, whatever they were at a snog, we were like, oh, fuck off. Okay, fine, whatever. You're done? Good. That's just... Oh, I don't want to tell you, mate. Last time the shooting on it, we'll go to the planet Glory Hole. And I love this display of lack of morality. Like Ruby is. Somebody said they want to get married for life, and Ruby's like, "No, it's what the fuck's wrong with you, dumb shit?" Like, what? Yeah, no, you should want that. life is so much better, right? Life is so much like, again, I do not know. It is not my business, but I'm pretty sure, like my kids being religious, that their spouse is probably the only person they slept with, right? Again, I'm not going to inquire. It's not my business, right? But I do, and I think their lives are going to be so much better for that. Their sex lives will be better for that. Because, like, it's like that. Sex should be intimate, not on display like this constantly. Oh God, love seeing Mary Whitehouse's face. So, Mary, you didn't like this? So, here, come, check this one out. They have a bit of reading. You like this? Woo! How'd you kill Mary Whitehouse again? Make her watch this episode. In fact, there is the hell where Mary Whitehouse is watching, where Doctor Who has fallen to. Quite rightly so. We're up to it. Diving Dragon is here doing Diving Dragon. I will not cast any aspersions. But the horny Doctor shoot his flirting maybe throughout the episode got really annoying. Yes, I agree completely. It was shy, right? Matt Pot is here. What's the reason complaints about the contact details? I don't know, but they don't give a shit. They so deeply don't give a shit, right? They think they're doing well for if it does badly because they're just fighting the good fight. They don't give a shit. Look, that's what was it? I can't. I did a video about that recently. What was it? It was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Right? No, that's not it. R.I.P. William Russell. Hang on. It must be. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this one, right? This one. BBC admits failure and says it's a good thing. They don't give a shit, mate. Honestly, they don't give two shits. Can't wait to see what the overnights are. Okay, I am. I hope they're bad. I also asked how many Palestinians would have to do until I was happy. They didn't like my answer. Well, you probably, I have to be circumspect. And we're back. That was annoying. How much of the chat did I lose? That's the question. I was just reading a comment by you, and when my internet was never mind. If I miss you, I'm terribly sorry. Beant. It was shit, but it was good to see the Schalke doctor. That's who he was. Thank you. Oh yeah, this is fan fiction Doctor Who. Come on. That's who he was. Oh, thank you, Beant. Oh, that was really annoying. Thank you. Tyler Simon's here. I'm not homophobic, but kids are vulnerable if they're gay. And that's something I feel they decided when they were adults and they had. Yeah, listen, why not let kids be kids? Right. Like, why not just let kids be kids? I mean, wouldn't that be? But listen, you might be kids like Charlotte. You're in the chat. I was watching Thai 40. I can't remember, but you said touch bottom, right? We're talking about the ratings, and I just giggled. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. But I did. I really did. I was like, Adam, how you doing, Adam? Thank you for joining us. What are we up to? Problem Big is here. Doing Problem Big. Thank you for joining us. Lisa Rance is here. Doing Lisa Rance. Nurse, what just cries and runs away. This show is more than dead. It really is. Although I think this is going to kill it with enormous. I really do. I think this is. I think this is just going to kill it with enormous. I mean, like, I keep going back. What happened there? Kids are smart. They take one look at this and will go, yeah, they're not watching this shit. They are not watching, Rusty Davis gay fan fiction. Please don't ruin Sutek. Yes, Sutek sucks dicks. Why do you think there was a hand under his cushion? What do you think that was doing, mate? It was fingering his arsehole. You know it, I know it, and they will prove it on Doctor Who. But I think where we are with Doctor Who, genuinely, right, is there is no canon. Right? And I think that's what they're saying. If Richard E. Grant, who the fuck was that? Oh, thank you, Brent, right? He was he twerking? No, he was doing a groinal thrust. We will watch it, don't worry. Is it? I watched, though, kept switching over. More than anything, I found it. I was bored by it. Yeah, I also, although the performances were excellent. Apart from Shooty, who's shit. Okay, the biggest problem you can do with Shooty Gatwa is put him up next to real actors. Because he's shit. He is. He's like Zoolander became Doctor Who. He is genuinely shit, right? And look, I liked him at first, I think. But, like, fucking hell. Not good. Fine. I was offline. Let's see if any, Rosie, we've got the rabbi. No, I just talk. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm talking about Charlotte, right? Like, when she touched bottom, made me giggle, right? Back to there. Good. Now I remember where I was at. But what was I saying? Hang on. I forgot. Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying this actually might be the thing that can unite all of mankind. Because I bet somewhere in a Hamas tunnel, there's a Hamas guy with his phone going, watching gay doctor going, motherfucker, right? And somewhere in not far away, there's a kid in a tank on his phone watching doctor go, what the fuck? They could unite against our oppressor, Russell D. Davis. Yes, I would be up for that. And this could bring world peace. You never know. You never know. Okay. Strange things happen. Drive Dangle's head. If they let kids be kids, they can't groom them for their den predators. That's true. That is, just let kids be kids, right? They need to groom them for their culture. They don't reproduce any other. I can't disagree with you. Like, what's again? Oh, people I feel worse for are normal gay people, which is 90% or 99% of gay people. I'll say 90 is my guess, right? It's a lot. It's most, right? And there must be, stop. Can you stop with Doctor Who sucking a dick? Really? They're not happy till they get every gay, oh, look, Buck Rogers is sucking a dick. It's not they're good enough. They don't. Oh look, now it's Flash Gordon. There you go. Off they go. They're like sucking each other's dicks. Well, of course they were always gay. Yeah. Oh look, Robin Hood. Yeah. He's fucking Will Scarlet. Yeah, obviously, always gay. Holmes and Watson. Well, come on. Oh, everything. Everything has to be gay. Literally everything. Oh, Superman's gay, Batman's gay. They're all gay. I'm like, fuck me. Oh, Captain Kirk's gay. They're all gay. Everything's fucking gay. Oh, fuck me. Very happy where the budget was too. The makeup and the aliens of the poor. Well, one looked like a Muppet. Literally looked like he just walked out the Muppets. Was actually shocking. Blazer. Unacceptable. Davis approved it. Yeah, he was just whacking off to Shooty Gatwa. I'm sorry. Right, Wayne Williams is here. How you doing, Wayne Williams? Who landed us? That's probably B. Absolutely. To me, it's a show that's being made for the people making. Yes, much like The Acolyte. Exactly like The Acolyte. Viewing audience can like it or lump it. We aren't valid. That's 100% what's going on. Right, 100%. Did Chris Doctor ever act gay with Captain? They kissed, but it wasn't. It was done in a ambiguous manner, right? Like he was kissing Rose goodbye. Like it was done in an ambiguous manner. So essentially, you could have your gay masturbatory fantasy, or you could watch it. I mean, like you could go either way, and it becomes watching with your children. Neville Watkins here, doing Neville Watkins, and Tracy Thomas here. Dr. Alex is here. I've decided. I kept trying to go through his new season 14. Well, as I got one of the stories in it, season 14. And if you like Doctor Who, please go over to his channel. Start at season 12. It's fantastic. I prefer the AI Peter Capaldi reading. That's just me, but he puts a lot of work into performing himself. It's very good. It's real Doctor Who, and honestly, I'm not even joking. I'm just saying, listen to the first episode, right? Genuinely, that hooked me, right? Listen to the first episode because that's what. So I decided that I'm not going to. I kept trying to listen to the latest season of it, but I kept on because like this season of Doctor Who is so epically awful. I needed a lot. He didn't talk about it a lot, so that's where I. So I decided I'm going to wait till this is over, and then I'm going to start to do. And I believe it's going on a break for the summer. And they're going to start at the beginning and pay much more attention to it, right? But man, I think this is going to. I think this is a Doctor Who killer. I really do. Fine, let's do a recap of the episode. Fine, so it starts off. Good Doctor Who-y opening. You have it's Regency period. You have these two guys walking outside. One's a cat. One's a. He's, how dare you defile my sister, sir? He's like, what? And the other one's like this, like awful cat saying, I'm gonna tell me the jewel that I will just kill you. Swilling his moustache. Good-looking guy, right? As I'm sure it was the remit when they're casting him, right? So they then he stops him and says, you know what? The noble one, he stops him and says, you know what? It's gonna be so much more fun being a villain like you, right? It'll be so much more fun. And then he grabs in, there's some lightning, and you go into the titles, right? So titles over, and again, I will give credit where credit is due. The titles are excellent. I do like titles. You go straight into a Regency dance, and a lot of very good writing, actually. That dialogue was very the exposition, the dialogue, the answer question. Again, it's like point pretending good when there's it weakens your argument. killed to go. Fuck off. Right? Place where we were. Like, oh. And it was just being like, again, Cat from Red Wolf, that level of acting. Genuine, right? So, but there, they do a lot of questions like so they should have had more about Bridgerton. Right, with Millie like, oh my Bridgerton, and like going how much you like Bridgerton. Like they should have leaned more into it because they were that's thematically part of the story. Oh, my order's coming out. Yeah. I saw my internet was wavering. Right. Hopefully I'm back now. All right. What do my routine? The Cat from Red Dwarf is a massive anti-Semite. Like, well, what can you do? I mean, listen. I'm not voting for him for Prime Minister. However, again, my political forecast. Vote. Nigel Farage, baby. No, vote, Nigel Farage. I would so like him to win. That would be hilarious. Oh, my God. I would love to see Rusty Davis's meltdown. Okay, isn't it worth Nigel Farage winning an election for Rusty Davis's meltdown? Yes. Okay. That's what, on the reason enough alone for me. Right, I agree. Right, I agree. I've been seeing dumb shit like Doctor Who's always been like, no, it fucking hasn't, says Darren Bradley. No, it hasn't. No one was complaining about kissing in Torchwood. Yeah, that was the adult show. Right. I didn't watch Torchwood with my kids. I watched Doctor Who with my kids, right? Doctor kissed Captain Jack. Well, it was more Captain Jack kissed him, and it was ambiguous. Right? This was like, I want to jack you fucking off right now. I want you to come on my fucking tit. Yeah, it wasn't quite as graceful, right? It wasn't quite as graceful. Farage wins in July, Trump wins in November, prove the existence of a benevolent debt. 100%. Well, that's why that may be how the Messianic Cage is coming, right? And wouldn't that be incredible? Well, I mean, because like Farage winning, it'd be crazy because like he came out of nowhere. Right, he is one massive Labour fuck up away from being in government. I know, is he Prime Minister or whatever he's going to be? He is one massive Labour fuck up away from being in government, right? And let's face it, Labour are made out of massive fuck ups. Just watch out, right? Just sit back. Some of the best advice I ever heard was from my mother to my father, right? So he had this business importing and installing these kits that will convert your car from a flat top to an American automatic fine. And then they lost it to this other guy who they knew was dodgy, was a crook. So they started to get all proof about how evil he was or whatever. And my mother said, "Don't do that. Don't do that. Just wait around. Just wait. Just say, listen, I wish you best of luck. If you have any problem with it, check with bouncing. Here's my number. Get in contact. We'll be here right away. Right?" And she said, "You just got to wait and let them be who they are." Right? And they and sure enough, my dad had that contract back in about 3 months. Right? And did very well out of it. Did very, very well out of it. Good for him. Look, the Captain Jack kiss wasn't a snog. Anyway. So, by the way, we're at the beginning. Good writing, marred by shooters, just self-obsessed, just awful performance. I'm sorry, you're not very good shooting. There's a reason when you're in any of these big Hollywood things, you're in the back with your mouth shut, right? I'm sorry. Or you get a line or two. I'm re-watching Master of the Air, and I finally got up to episode 8. I think it's only 9 or 10 episodes, right? I think it must be 10, right? I just want to watch episode 8. He's been in the titles every step of the way. They haven't even introduced his character yet. They shoehorn it in episode 9, as I recall. And then at the end, where you see, at episode 10, where you see like who the story was really about, there you see the guy who played them, the real version, and their bio about what happened in their life. The first ones they do are all the black guys who you had who's that? Who the fuck's that? What's going on? I don't know. But there's a reason you're in the background. You're not very good. Maybe you could be. I mean, you should have gone to a voice coach. His voice is ridiculous. It has no authority whatsoever. Right? I'm sorry. It's fine. It's fine. That's what I heard, Rabbi. I heard his mouth is. Anyway, so the exposition is she loves Bridgerton, and it's like, I know it's great and dances, and she's asking, how can the doctor? How does she know how to dance? It's like it's something like some psychic thing is predicting the head. And she's wearing earrings that does that, right? And he said, just don't put it in battle mode. Right, a very good sly bit of writing that's paid off much later in the episode. But it answers the question. It's clever. It's in universe. It's like only marred by shooting at with performance, right? So then you have India Vidarama, whatever, wants to introduce Millie around, and she's being like a normal countess. But eventually she gets taken over by. Oh, you see Susan Twist as the painting of the mother of somebody, whatever. They're there. She's in it. Who cares? I mean, again, you're not doing a Bad Wolf here, mate, because, Bad Wolf worked because nobody gave a shit and it wasn't as on nose as this, right? It was just like, Bad Wolf again, right? Yeah, that she's been in every episode is something that, we all know now. And it wasn't that. So it's like Doctor, you just don't have what you used to have with Russell. I mean, bottom line. Fine. So, housekeeper, and then she turns to and she says, I'm going to take you. And she eats up her body. The body gets turned into a withered husk. And thrown down, right? So, at the same time we have that scene with Shudigawa and Jonathan Groff. They meet each other. And again, there's an obvious sexual tension right from the first moment. And like, this is not okay, Russell. Right? I wish you realized that this is not okay. It's just like, this is areas the Doctor should not go. Because it's, I mean, just the same way, you shouldn't see the Doctor. I don't know. Like so many things you like. Maybe he wants to try autoerotic asphyxiation, and that's probably how he's going to die, right? How's this Doctor going to die? Autoerotic asphyxiation. Yeah, and it doesn't really matter because it's not really the Doctor. It's all bi-generated, right? Yeah, the real Doctor apparently will. David Tennant will regenerate into him when he's dead, which might be Shudigawa. Who gives a shit? Anyway, where are we up to? Oh, yeah, so they meet each other and they're like, oh, I want to fuck you. I want to fuck you. And they do that whole scene about brooding. And again, Shudigawa isn't very good. Do I have that clip? Let me see if I have that clip. I mean, that's really the bottom line. Shudigawa isn't very good. In a very bad episode, he was the worst thing. But I'm not exaggerating. In a bad episode, he was the worst thing. So look at this one. Maybe I have it in here. No, afraid not. No, dang it. Let's have a look. Why would I delete those clips? That was really dumb of me. Right, that was really bad. I guess I was just cleaning. Let me see, it was in my garbage. Oh, you look at that. I didn't empty my garbage. There you go. There's a lot of shit in it. There you go. There we go. Over here. Doink. And doink. There you go. Is this the one? I think this is the one. No, I think this is the one. Let's go over here.
Brooding. Good look. Did you practice in the mirror? Bit more frown, maybe. Yeah, like this. Yeah?
Yeah, it is bad writing, performed badly. Jonathan Groff is good throughout, though.
Like this, really. Really like this.
I didn't know the Duchess would play as a court jester.
Well, I'm hilarious. And you're kind of funny, peculiar. Standing here. Good vantage point, keeping an eye out on the exits. Like you're expecting trouble.
Like again, his voice suddenly cracks and it's not interesting anymore. It's like he's just a normal, regular guy.
Are you?
Honey, I'm here for fun.
Then go and pursue your facile pleasures and leave me alone.
Okay, rude. Lord?
Not a lord.
Does not a lord have a name?
Rogue.
Nice to meet you. I'm the doctor.
Just the doctor?
Just rogue.
Okay, again, I think reasonable dialogue. I just, I think, just shooting gut with doctors is insufferable, right? Yeah, that look, they want to fuck each other, okay? We get it. Oh, shoot. Why is the doctor always so horny? Watching Dune later with the kids, proper sci-fi. Which one? The new one? Good for you. Fine. So they go walking in the moonlight romantically for some reason, and they find the body of somebody, and Jonathan Groff has a big gun, sci-fi gun. He's the bounty hunter and he thinks he's got his prey, I don't know, some alien thing that's a shapeshifter, and he thinks it's the doctor. So he takes him back to his ship. At the same time, India Van Raan has been turned into another one of these bird-like aliens, and the evil alien that became the bad guy at the beginning meets with a woman. Oh yeah, by the way, it's all like colorblind casting, so it's just like. Yeah, I'm sorry. It just highlights how narcissistic it is, right? That's really bottom line, and that's what it is. It's narcissistic because it's never about minorities. It's all about white people. The white people making it want to feel like they're good people. Honestly, to be a Democrat now, you're more racist than when they had the Klan, in my opinion. Fine. So. They meet in the guy pretending to be the nut bad guy meets a girl in the library, and Ruby's there and spying on them, and she gets caught, and she's like, "Oh no, my life's over. Nobody will marry me now. I'm tainted if he doesn't marry me." And she's like, and again, she's like, she wants to marry somebody. Maybe I should have a lower expectations, but maybe I should have lower expectations about who I should be marrying. And she lays out like a really nasty, horrible life, and then dies. She's like, "Till you're dead." I'm like, the idea of having a lifelong marriage is a good thing. Right, I don't think they should denigrate it for this like casual sexual shit that Russell David thinks is okay. It's not. These are not. It doesn't matter that most people don't live by that morals. It's not the morals you want to project to your children. And again, can we just let kids be kids? Right? Let kids. I think that's more important than whatever it is. Like. I want to return to public decency. I want to innocence. It's okay. I mean, like again, I watched Pyramids of Mars without having questioning my identity or my sexuality, and it was fine. Obviously Marcus Garman was clearly gay, but I'm fine with that. I'm easygoing. But like honestly, everything has to be gay all the time. I mean, everything has to be always gay, and it's just like, why? Why do you need so much validation? Honestly, it's ridiculous. And it's everywhere. You know why? Because a bunch of kids are queer. They're not gay, and they want to feel gay. It's whatever. However fucked up. Okay, you know where we are right now in the world? we had like China essentially look at America, look at the Western world and go, what's their greatest strength, right? Their greatest strength is their capitalism. They're the good side of capitalism. They want to start your business, take responsibility, produce a better product, right? That the can do, the let's do it better philosophy, and that really is the strength of America. So what do? They preyed on college professors, a malcontent group, and with a very pitiful small amount of money, brainwashed them into the ideals of communist communism. Right, and who projected it out to a bunch of children over the last 20 years, right? And now we've got these executives who are fucked up morons, who they think the greatest strength of the Western world is its greatest failure. That's why everything is inverted, right? Let's just, let's just have kids be kids, and like, no, you have to groom them. I'm like, I understand. I'm like. And it makes a difference the doctor being gay as opposed to a companion being gay. It makes a very big difference. And I think it makes it much weaker when the doctor's gay. It just does. I mean, again, we can call it the queer era. Well, I don't think there's any, like, disagreement about that. This is the queer era. So, fine. So we got the doctor's in his. He takes on the doctor's spaceship next to the TARDIS, and it's cloaked. Good special effect. Goes in, and he's like, "Oh, it's messy here," and essentially Jonathan Groff traps him in this like triangle thing because he's convinced he's the bad guy, and it makes it like a triangle around him, and he dropped in like a furnace. And so the doctor's like, no, you can't do that. He tries to convince him that he's not the that guy's a bounty hunter looking for the shape-shifting alien. He said, oh, no, it's okay. I scanned you. You're shape-shifting, right? So that's when he's oh, no, before that, oh, God. Before he's in the before they get there, he's doing this groinal gyrations. Yeah, let me pull that up. Because that one you have to see to like what? Where is it? And it's so like weird and inappropriate and unnecessary. Oh, here it is. Again, the smug fuck cunt. Can't stand him.
Oh, I love this. Classic.
I mean, really? I mean, I want to tell you. Like, again, he's really thrusting with his groin. Again, they pull out here. What the fuck is up with this? Oh. So, he eventually convinces them I'm the doctor. Apparently, should pull that up again. We get to see the Shulker doctor in it, which, okay then. Yeah, here we go. Is that the Shocker Doctor?
Far more powerful.
Yeah, it's Richard E. Grant. Okay, fine. This is all just fanfic. Essentially, it is. And then there's another one here. I don't recognize. Is it this guy?
The planet of Gallifrey. Now let me go.
That one. Who's that? Like, it's just silly. This is all just silly. I'm actually finding what's his name's music really annoying now. Murray Gold's music. I'm like, yeah, they're all in it. Joda's in it. They're all in it. Look, we're legitimate. I like they're definitely trying to make themselves to be legitimate by putting all these faces up.
We have work.
Who's this one? That looks like a. Is that no? That's McGann, isn't it?
To do.
So that's McCoy, Patrick Troughton. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So again, this is deeply. I mean, they should have Nick Briggs there as well, frankly. Fine. So they where do they Doctor of Children need? They should do. Oh God, it's so shit. Fine. So then he convinced them he's not the he's not the bad guy, and they go hunt them together. And he takes them into the TARDIS, and he loves the TARDIS. I hate it. He loves the TARDIS, and they very nearly kiss. They really nearly go for it, right? And they do later, don't worry. But no, they get then the story starts happening again, and they gotta get back. What was it? They find out there's a whole bunch of them. And they're oh yeah, that's what it is. Fine, they work out there. They say there's a bunch of them there, and they're like they work out the plot, which is they're cosplayers. They love Bridgerton too, just like Ruby, right? Brian Henderson's here doing Brian Henderson. They're trying to lend the authority of previous doctors. That's exactly what they're doing, right? Exactly what they're doing. Dr. Jill Biden next as Mike Waite. She's as legitimate, right? So they work out that if they cause the biggest scene, they'll be like the biggest thing there, and they'll want to cosplay them. So they use them as bait. So they dance together in a homoerotic display, essentially, that would have them arrested if it was real Regency England. Right, what is British Regency England, and then they get their attention by doing that, and he slaps him, and they have a big storm out, and they decide they go now. We're going to do the season finale. It's going to be a wedding, and they scare all the people. Oh yeah. So wait. So one decides they want to be Ruby Sunday. So you see them like corner them, and every time they corner something, I want to be you. They get it's lightning, and they're them. So a little bit later, Ruby Sunday shows up with them, and she's clearly being one of the aliens, one of the bad guys. And so the Doctor's like, the Doctor's very non-doctory when he thinks Ruby's been killed. He's like, how long they live? 600 years is good. I want them to suffer that long. I mean, that's the other thing. He won't. Okay, so the trap that he was in, this triangle thing, was when it charged up, it will drop into the incinerator. No, you can't do that. But you can drop him into another dimension. And again, why are we having all this hyperdimensional shit now? Which I think is, we're in a different reality. We're in a different Doctor Who, okay? This is not pre-Capaldi Doctor Who. It's like, whatever. But where they can live out their natural lives, alone, miserable, and starved to death. It's just really weird, right? It's kind of as weird as when Jodie let that spider suffocate to death and didn't let anybody kill it for some weird reason. So Ruby turns up, and they think she's killed. And she's one of the aliens, and she gets caught in the triangle thing. He said, "No, Doctor, really, it's me. I was just cosplaying." And he said, "No, we saw Space Babies together." He's like, "Oh no, well, how do we get you out?" And she then explains how she wasn't killed She at the beginning of the episode, she was like dancing, Regency dancing because of these earrings. It says, just don't put it in battle mode, right? As she's grabbed by him, she taps her earrings, say battle mode, and she's able to fight off. Again, that was good writing. So Jonathan Groff shows up and he's like, listen, you gotta just drop me in another dimension. You got no choice. Otherwise they're gonna try and kill everyone. You don't have any choice. So like, no, I can't kill Ruby. He's crying again. Right. So then Jonathan Groff goes over and he snogs him. They have a long, passionate kiss. Like full on. Oh, fuck off. And then so they snog. Big romantic moment. And then in that moment, he takes the detonator to drop them into another dimension. And somehow, he jumps onto the triangle and knocks Ruby off. And then he's standing there with the detonator to find me. In a big romantic moment to shoot his doctor. He's dropped into his triangle, right? He's dropped into a pink triangle. Watching the signals, I can tell. All right. So yeah, obviously, I think season 2 episode, they're looking for, whoever he'll be back, right? And then it's the next day. She's like, "Well, I'm okay. Nothing bothers me. I'll just keep going on." And that was basically it. We should, just so I'm prove I'm not joking. Look at we'll get some screen grabs from the denouement. That's the bit where Jonathan Groff is blowing him. Oh no, that was a bit where he just like drops out, doing a bit of crying. Here we go.
I know.
Yes, this is Doctor Who now, ladies and gentlemen. This is Doctor Who. Oh God, they're just going for it. It really happened. So that I get, how's it? I have no idea what the reaction is to this so far. Let's have a search for Doctor Who. Because what? Who did you get what? Fine. But again, the character is essentially Captain Jack. Less interesting and better looking. There you go. Share screen. There we go. Let's have a look. Doctor Who spin-off returns with the 15th Doctor. Why is he doing a TARDIS Tales? Like, what the hell? What is this? Iconic TARDIS Tales is making a much anticipated return of 15th Doctor. Not really. Review Sunday. Fans eagerly awaiting a new episode which will air on Thursday, 20th of June. Last year marked the release of the 6th episode, blah, 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 blah. Madeline Victoria, blah, 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 blah. Jodie Whittaker, Doctor Who character Vicky. Okay, who cares? What's it going to be? The popular theory suggests the omnibus Sutek might make a comeback. Oh, fuck off. Oh, no. Susan Twist, who cares? Doctor Who complaints as viewers fume over huge change. I think that's fair. Doctor Who returned on Saturday evening, and we saw for the first time the Time Lord and Ruby arrive. That's what we didn't see for the first time. We saw the Time Lord and Ruby arrive in 19th England, and also Tungus. Later, sort of sparked fury amongst He was just minutes into the program. Episode 6, entitled Rogue, hit the screens on Saturday. Blah, blah, blah. Shooting Captain Millie Gibson, traveled to 1830, Britain-inspired episode, Netflix, blah, blah, blah. During the episode, the Doctor encountered a brooding man at the top of the stairs and introduced himself as Rogue. He then later scanned the Doctor, believing him to be a Chulbar, where he had them the aliens. A member of a race of shape-shifting bird-like humanoids. However, he was able to convince Rogue. I just said all this. When Ruby did blah, blah, blah. So what are they fuming over? However, what's it? Rogue then jumped into the seal and threw Ruby out somehow, and he asked the Doctor to find him again, and the children were sent to an alternate universe. Well, did they not mention this tongue kissing him? However, he was able to convince Rogue to spare him by a time a bit later. Ruby revealed she couldn't escape the seal. Rogue kissed the Doctor. Yeah, maybe you want to highlight that a bit, but also stole a device. Yeah, okay. So I don't know why you're underplaying that. That's weird. How the dramatic difference of the episode, as well as sexually explicit, it's only the sexually explicit references to what? As well as the explicit references to fandom and cosplay, left viewers distracted, and they took to social media with their thoughts. One wrote, "Why is this is why I don't watch Bridgerton or read Jane Eyre or Bronte stuff. Can't stand to." Okay, really, that's what they're going with. This is such bullshit. Oh, I love when the media is like squirming around. Let me say Doctor Who not shying away from gay kiss shouldn't be underestimated. Yeah, it's going to destroy it. Fine, you're mentioning the same-sex kiss. As fans praise the electrifying chemistry. Yeah, good luck, mate. Good luck. Really? Look, again. Oh, look, Palestinian flags. Just all the whole thing going on in these bios. Okay. Look, let's see what the ratings are then. Okay, bottom line. Let's see what the ratings are. My guess. I don't think this is going to do good for Doctor Who, right? I don't think this is going to do good for Doctor Who. Anyway, fine. I'm going to wrap up. I'm a bit cream cracking. It's 11:15 for me, mate. And I'm hungry. Fine. I'm back tomorrow night. I don't think I'm back on Monday. I'm back tomorrow night, which is Sunday. I don't think I'm back on Monday or Tuesday. I might do Wednesday, Thursday next week. I might do Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not sure. I'll probably, if I do Wednesday, it'll be more like a chill stream kind of thing. Right, not because it's like I will just because I'm offline on Tuesday night for 25 hours. Right, that's the base plan. Anyway, I'm done, baby. I'm done in more ways than one. So have yourselves a very good evening. I just got to kind of get my head around this weirdness. Fine, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the end broadcast. Going to hit it again. Say good night. Good luck.